What up? What up?
Yeah.
What up?
Welcome back. Welcome
to
back.
the lounge. What it do? Chilling. So, welcome back to the Ravens Lounge.
Your host, Chris Jones.
Yeah, I'm Harvey Wall.
Chris Jones.
We excited.
We back. Coming off a dub. You know what I mean? Panthers game.
We didn't coordinate this. We
didn't even call each other and be like, hey, what you wearing? Nah, it's just it's how we feeling. This purple victory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the Ravens Lounge. Feeling good. Let's talk about these Panthers, man.
Man, they couldn't do nothing. Baker couldn't do a thing.
Swarmed. That defense was looking good. Pass rush was there.
Yeah, it was everything.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Slow game. Overall, first quarter, no points at all. So that means our defense was doing a good job, but our offense was not.
Right. like we was the kings of the 35 points in the first half, first quarter.
Going up 20, going up 21, going up 14.
But we have completely switched that situation. Like, what's going on?
So, is it credit to the Panthers with their defense?
Well, everybody is saying that the Panthers' defense is actually better than what we thought. They got some playmakers. They got playmakers at every level. But I don't know. Like, we couldn't run.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, man, we couldn't do anything with the ball. Lamar wasn't doing any Lamar-less stuff. You know what I mean? So it was just looking like, lackluster of an offense. And I was just like, well, credit to their defense. They probably pretty decent. And it didn't get rolling until fourth quarter.
Nah, it didn't get rolling until the fourth quarter. Because we didn't score in the third. We didn't even score in the third.
We didn't score the third. First quarter and third quarter, no points. It was just a slow game. Slow victory.
What is happening?
Hey, it's not always gonna be pretty, y'all. It's not always gonna be flash and points on the board.
So during the bye, we was like, look, what you think we're gonna do on this stretch? So most of these teams are below 500, and I said, we're going to walk.
Yeah,
like, what's the problem?
4 games, walk.
Yeah, cakewalk. But no, we struggling right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got the win. Yeah. But come on, like we got to do better. We got to do better.
Now, let's tap into it. Is it, as we always say, week to week? Is it Greg Roman, or is it that Lamar ain't really got no people to targets throw to?
So, what's the difference, like, from earlier this year to now? Is it Bateman? Like, and I felt like Bateman was the
number one guy. He wasn't the best guy or the guy, but he was the number one guy. And I feel like over the offseason they trained together, so they had some type of chemistry. Him and Mark already got that. They've been running 5 years. So, he was trying to find the next man up. And Bateman was supposed to be that man. He didn't really produce like that. He didn't really have a bunch of yards and stuff. But still, the chemistry was there.
Right.
So, I'm there, break, boom, you there. I want you to go out, you're going to go out. That kind of chemistry is there. I feel like he only had that with Bateman. Duvernay was coming along, but they were just using him and scheming him correctly.
Understood.
And even that dropped off tremendously because it's like, Bateman, where you been at?
Yeah, so what they trying to say right now, not what they trying to say, but like if you notice what's been going on, it's been some drops happening.
Yeah.
It's been some drops happening.
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably pull it up, but like we can't hold on to the ball. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's getting for the most part, he's getting targets. The ball there. Now, we had a few that he just like was just overthrowing, overshooting. You know what I mean?
And credit to Lamar for getting in the offseason and working on his strength, his body. He looks great.
He don't know his strength.
That boy don't know his own strength.
And it don't, like, it's crazy.
Flick that thing.
I'm about to say, it don't even look like he throwing, like, he not doing that. He like it's just
touch, and that thing goes 60. And I'm like, God. So like, you gotta really scale it back, and that's probably why somebody was talking about that. He's not consistent because he has different throws.
Right.
And it's like, dude, like, you gotta pick a signature and a mechanic and go with
develop that.
And it's like, well, Holmes does all different type of throws.
No,
talk about him. He's like, oh, because the accuracy is there and the touchdowns is there. So it's like, you can do it once you pull it off.
Yeah, always got something.
And I'm like, all right, y'all. You know what I mean? So you know, he can't win. But it's been working. Like he can master the side ball.
Yeah.
When he need to. You know, Project Pat out there.
It's been dope.
Somebody's in the middle and there's 3 people right there. You can just get it to him. That side is there. He do the underhand toss.
Right.
He has the plethora and the skills to do all of that.
Yeah, he's definitely been able to.
Yeah, I mean,
do the
flicker,
yeah.
underhand, all that. And you know, it's not a discredit to him and his accuracy. It's just like when it work, it work. When it don't, it don't. So it just hits on accuracy. But I'm not blaming Lamar some games because he can get it to the receivers. If the receivers dropping the ball, that ain't on him. But sometimes we gotta blame him because the accuracy don't be there. He's overthrowing. Yeah. He's too far in his head. He's getting upset. He's like, you know, you can see it.
Yeah.
Physically, like like dude, calm down, relax, next play. Like he be really messed up.
And it's not like he hasn't had time. Like he got time in the
he's not
pocket.
getting pressured.
The line is holding up. Well, they held in that game, but they just couldn't move the people.
Yeah.
Like for the running game, the running game, it was just like stop. You know what I mean? A couple yards here, a couple yards there.
Credit to the Panthers defense. They had a good run stop. And because it's 5 years in the league that Lamar has been doing his rushing thing, and they're like, you know, all right, this is the game plan.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they ain't really got no threats on outside other than Mark Andrews. Somebody else might step up. They start going off. You hit them too, but for the most part, focus on that run. You know, focus on the run. Focus on Lamar. Get a spy. Stuff the run.
Right. And
they did that, and we ain't come up no points. Even with our best, with Gus. You know what I mean? Kendrick Drake. He only had 10 carries, 46 yards. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not good enough.
You ain't even breaking 100.
That's not
no TDs.
Our regular, yeah. But on the flip side, Demarcus Robinson went off.
Come on, man.
I mean, I think he completed 100% of his passes.
He racked them up. 9 receptions, 128 yards.
But I feel like he got like 9 targets too.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
So like 9 for 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he caught everything.
See what's going on with it. Mr. 9 for 9. So shout out to him. You know, Lamar found somebody to step up and be like, hey, I'm here, I'm open, I'm going to get open, I'm going to catch. Right. That's the main thing, I'm going to catch. So once he was like, he built that little the core with him. Where we at? 1. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, I see what you're saying, sir. We are in another gizzy.
But Demarcus Robinson, I mean, he was all over the field. But like it was a couple passes that like I said, like, you know, Lamar overthrew and whatnot. But for the most part, Demarcus Robinson, shout out to you. You know what I mean? With your touchdown, he was the only one that scored.
Hey.
And he was putting up the points.
Look, man, we can't be upset about production. You know, you're the only one that's producing. You know, Mark was even, I don't even know what Mark was looking like in that game.
I mean, was it because they was just coming from the bye? Like everybody wasn't, you know, dialed in, focused up?
Nah, you should be rested. You should be, you know, had that time to do film study, had a time to recuperate your body, recover. Like, you should go in full cylinders. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if y'all was going like this and ascending, then that bye kind of like slows y'all down. Y'all kind of chill. And it was like, oh, yeah, play football again? Yeah, I forgot y'all mechanics and stuff. Going back to us like the 2019 season when we took that bye. First one bye, we had the week off. We rested our starters. And the people that were still rolling, the Titans, they came in and smacked us. Because we was like, you know, we sitting on our throne, high and mighty, chilling.
Which was crazy.
We fizzled off. But, yeah, so I feel like you should have been definitely more prepared. Should have been more explosiveness, like more execution on
because once again, like it's a just below 500 team. Yeah, we're supposed to be able to dominate. We should be able to dominate, like we're a Super Bowl team. Right. And you know, I just didn't feel that from us. Like
and that's
the production.
And week to week, it would be the caliber. I'd be like, bro, what is happening
now? Our defense, once again, like I keep praising this defense, man.
Yeah.
Like we showing up and showing out.
I'm every week is either B+ or A for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The middle linebacker core,
right?
The rushing, the front line is pushing, they're getting in there. Meta BK is smacking down, Bryant Irvin smacking down.
Yeah.
The smack down to an interception, like, you know what I mean? It's just
Washington.
Just a lot of things, you know what I mean? So
Calais laying the smackdown.
They're playing on all cylinders. They're locked in, and I love it. Secondary, not so much because there's so many people in and out with injuries. But you know, for the most part, our front seven is.
Yeah.
You know, I'm loving what they're doing, and it's only gonna get better. We still adding people. We're still waiting on some guys to come through.
Yeah.
It's only gonna get better. So that I ain't worried about. And like the summer's coming up, and Marcus Williams should be retiring. You know what I mean? So
J.K. Dobbins
add depth. You know, so I'm not worried about.
As far as receivers go, we ain't getting no receivers. It is what it is.
OBJ.
Right.
We waiting.
Call him.
Call
him up.
Call God. You know what I mean? Would you walk Antonio Brown? You would say he retired. But like, what would that look like?
Antonio Brown?
Yeah.
That would look good.
Would look good?
Yeah.
Think like Jackson?
Yes. Like, come on. Like, the guy got speed. The guy got hands. The guy understands offense.
Still in crazy shape.
Yeah. Like, if
he was just zip it.
I'm about to say, like, if he
without
if
the
he
antics, I would love him.
If we
it's just the antics.
Keep the character together.
Yeah.
You know, and all the extra. Like, and just focus on the game.
Off the field.
So yeah, him as a player.
Yeah.
Him as an athlete.
Top notch.
Like,
but then even when he was playing, like, you know, you seen how he just walked up the field. You know what I mean? Like we need a reliable person.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's a threat, and they would have to game plan for him specifically.
For sure.
So like that's where we at with that.
For sure.
But yeah, defense showed out.
Did that thing.
We did have a few injuries. We had Ronnie Stanley. He went down.
Sure did.
They definitely sacked him. Sacked Lamar and kind of ran into him. Rolled his ankle again. That same ankle.
Cornerback Edwards J. Amar. Am I saying that right?
Oh, you talking about
J.M.R. Davis. Sorry, J.M.R. Davis, cornerback. He went down as well. And everybody else is kind of like banged up, like hip, leg, ankle.
So I wonder what it's going to look like as far as Kyle Hamilton. You know what I mean? How that affects the defense and the rotation of everything. Because he was doing great in the nickel.
Bro, they were saying like he looks like an outside linebacker, not size wise, but like position skill wise, he can do those things. I would even push the line. I think I gave you this scenario before hypothetical. I feel like, and we can get into this too. Marcus Peters, man, he be getting beat sometimes, and we know his game plan. His game is to watch the quarterback. Check my man, whatever. If he bite, I'm gonna jump.
Yeah,
that's safety thinking. You can't play corner and have your man run past you and thinking, you know, do I got him? Do I don't got him? Do I let him go? Do I don't let him go? He not Jalen Ramsey. He not gonna big body you, jam you, and then stick with you and do all of this. He not that. He gonna look for the ball, play the ball, jump it, or do the peanut punch. That's his game.
So he's been getting turnovers and he's been recovering turnovers.
Yeah.
Like he has had some solid games where, you know, they try to run to his side and he's tackling.
Shut him down.
But yeah, I do agree.
Plays in his comfort zone.
Yeah, I do agree. Like as far as
he ain't side the sideline, he ain't chasing no speedy wide receiver down. He ain't contesting. He not doing that. And that's
he's gonna stay on that left side.
Yeah,
or he's gonna stay on his side.
So that's why I was saying, you move Kyle to that outside linebacker free range kind of feel, kind of like a Palomalo was free range, and put Peters back in some type of nickel, whatever 3-zone defense that would be, and kind of like my man Derwin James at the Chargers, how he can run up, He can pick balls off. He can tackle. Like he got more free range to do stuff.
Right.
And I feel like he would be better off in there because he's looking at the quarterback all the time versus
I hear that.
on the receiver.
I hear
like
that.
he would thrive more in that position.
The issue is that he's a corner and not a safety.
Yeah.
And so the safety position, like everybody's responsibility is to tackle.
Right.
Everybody. But there's a different, like, I don't know if it's a mindset or just a different kind of frame that you need to have to
very much true. Yeah.
To really
6 feet,
thump.
220, 230, 240.
To really thump, as far as playing.
But that's what they were saying. Well, you talking more strong?
I'm talking about
free.
I'm talking about either one.
Because Kyle is a string bean. If you're talking about size, he's lean, tall, but he about what 210, 215.
I feel that
he's not a thumper,
but he got the mindset of.
But he's fast.
Yeah,
he can cover and he can catch. So like that makes up for the thumper side.
Right, I feel that. So
like Tony Jefferson was a thumper.
But yeah, long story short though, you know what I mean. Like we gotta figure it out as far as Marcus Peters. Do we have to keep somebody over top?
Mm-hmm. Oh, got you.
At all times.
So like, what would it look like if Marcus Williams comes back? Kyle Hamilton, what? He's rotating in and out of plays, or he's just not in at all, or he's just doing like some type of nickel?
So right now, like I think he's been in every play just about.
Oh yeah, 100%. But
and then like as far as Marcus Williams comes,
do you think they're gonna sneak him in plays, or they just gonna keep Kyle and then see how Marcus adjusts or grows in practice? And if he's better, more advanced,
I think because Kyle has been actually making plays, tackling, covering, and like kind of like
mentally grown. With
I feel like I get it. I think he's going to be I think it's just going to be like just even more difficult for teams to maneuver.
Yeah.
Like if you got we got a true free safety back there. And Marcus Williams.
That's what I'm saying. Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong. That money. Yeah. So like, bro,
he's gonna be out there.
Go ahead, pay that.
Ain't nothing wrong with his legs.
Yeah,
like he moving. Like he had a wrist injury. I'm not sure which wrist, but he had a wrist injury. So it's nothing. It's nothing with his legs. Like you know what I mean. Like he could still like move around and whatnot. You know what I mean.
Yeah, that was crazy. Wasn't I saying that a couple weeks ago? I was like, man, a wrist. Man, back in the day, niggas be like, hey, put this cast on, get out there, make a tackle.
My wrist.
Man. But nothing wrong with his lower body.
Yeah, like you know what I mean. Like so when he comes back, he's still gonna be straight. Like like I said, like it wasn't.
It's not like a lingering foot or
hamstring, knee, ankle, nothing like
neck,
that. Right?
Back. Yeah, it's nothing like.
Like it was a wrist. So like he's gonna be able to still fly around. You know what I mean? He might not catch as well.
Right, but we need you to bat. You know what I mean? We need you to defend. We don't really need you to catch everything. If it's there, catch it, but you bat that thing down.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be real difficult, like when he gets back for teams.
When we really need
for offenses to play against us.
Right. When we really need it down the stretch, because playoffs coming, it'll be here real soon. Yeah. And we need everybody that we can get.
So we got the Jaguars coming up.
Yeah, man. Like I said, we on this 4-game stretch where we think just keep sweeping them up. You know what I mean? We can get this 4-game dub, and it'll stack our record. And our division is kind of piss poor.
Yeah, this was a dirty win.
Other than the Bengals, everybody else is kind of trash this year. Right. And that's great for us, so we can ride. We can coast right through the.
It was a dirty win, but it's a win. I'll take it.
Yeah, nothing to scream about. Nothing fancy. Defense held. Offense put up 1 touchdown, 2 field goals. Yeah. It was cold out there. If y'all was there, that Sunday it was just brutally cold. Yeah. So maybe that was a factor. The wind was a factor. Harbaugh did accept to kick early in the game. I heard something about that, and usually he defers all the time. Mm-hmm. And this day was like super windy. He was like, let's just get points. Let's think about touchdowns instead of winning it by a field goal like we always do. He was like, bro, let's get the ball back, put a bunch of touchdowns like we've been doing. We always score early. 14, 20 more points early, and then don't do nothing. that's if we ain't do nothing else, that's our MO with the Ravens. Yeah, going up big early, and then hopefully the defense can close it out.
So yeah, man. Once again, Harvey Wall,
Chris Jones,
Ravens Lounge.
Get back to y'all next week.